The more I study and the more I talk to people, I'm not convinced that most people who claim to be followers of Islam have truly done the research and study that they should have. In
Yeah,
the
of
same way, I'm not convinced most Christians know what the heck they're talking about.
course.
So I'm not going to point and go like, "How dare you?" Because I'm just going to point the finger back at my own like belief system and go, "Hey, you guys have no idea what you're talking about either. Have you read this before?" So there's a statistic that a high percentage of people who are actually Islamic haven't even read most of the Quran or
Okay.
understand the
Do you have a
philosophy.
range of that? Like, what's the statistic?
So it's all over the map. I've read 70 to 90. It's all over the map.
Okay.
I don't really know what it is.
Pretty high percentage of people don't actually know what's in their own holy book.
Yeah, and once again, I mean, what I don't know the number, but off the top of my head, I would say over
I
50%
mean,
of
and
people
we-
don't.
very similar numbers for Christians too, to be
Exactly. So it's I would say, hey, if you were a Christian, you wouldn't be doing that. Well, why? Because the Bible says so. In the same way, if you were a good if you were truly a hard going after it Muslim who believes in Islam, you shouldn't be doing this either.
so the fact that people who claim to be Muslim, who follow Islam, are peaceful and kind and loving because they don't know their text.
So there's a few things I could think of. A, it's they don't know their text, right? B, they might disagree with some of these things, and they have more of I should say, a modern ethic, which
Okay,
I think you could argue that as Muhammad being the greatest example, you must sort of be identical. Like we say, we're trying to be like Christ, they should be like Muhammad. And so if this is his ethic, it doesn't matter what the modern ethic is. I would argue that that's mostly where the philosophers talk about. And C, they just don't know their text, right?
sure. Now you
Or
touched.
sorry, C, they know it, but they choose not to specifically do it to the times beneficial. In the same way,
On,
Christians will do that for their own stuff as well.
sure, we'll reinterpret the text because it's not culturally like.
Sure. Yes.
Right. It gets us in hot water, so we're gonna just pretend that's not there or say we don't believe it anymore.
Yeah.
Now you talked about abrogation.